Hello, my voidlings. I'm SD, as always, and welcome to a sort of rest of 2025 and 2026 update. In November of all days. Crazy, right? Well, 2025 was almost over, and it was a fairly mixed year. On one hand, we had a fantastic new console come up with the Switch 2, and a ton of awesome games released both for that and other consoles and PC as well. And on the other hand, we had some of the most toxic, overly negative, and spiteful gamers get louder throughout this year, and that goes double for the wrestling fans too. But, hey, sometimes you've got to look at the garbage to see the good. And, yeah. Anyway, this year for me has been a curious one. Since I've been continuing through my prerequisite Call of Duty and Mario playthroughs I started in late 2023, viewership, while still low, has hit a consistency I've not seen in a long time, with my subs growing slowly to compensate for that, so thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to grow even more in 2026. Maybe 500? We'll see. But now we gotta talk about the rest of this year, and of course 2026 streams too. So, firstly, I expect to end both the Call of Duty-thon and the Super Mario-thon within the first half of 2026, as with COD, I only have the currently going Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6 left before we're done. And with Super Mario, I only have 3D World and Odyssey left. Then, when both are done, I'm still in debating what I'd do for the next Streamathon, so I'm considering either one for the Sonic games or one for Halo. I like the linear ones, basically, ones that I can easily just progress through, ones that I can easily just figure out and go through, oh, okay, this is a good stopping point for this, oh, this is a good stopping point for this, oh, this is a great stopping point for this, and makes it easier for me. And since I want to, since I want to have two stream series running alongside each other as well. And why not do both? Well, because I already have one Streamathon already in mind next. So, in the words of Satoru Iwata, please take a look at this. Yep, that's right, the Metroidathon is coming back once again. Many of you don't remember, but the Metroidathon was the final thing I did across my Twitch, and that concluded with my playthrough of Metroid Dread. Well, now we're going to finally be returning to the series in one of two ways. Either timeline order or the same order as last time. So if it was the same order as last time, I'd be doing Metroid 1, 2, Super and Fusion, followed by the Prime trilogy, then Other M, then finally Dread and Prime 4. Which I feel to be an easy way to progress onwards with this. Honestly, Metroid being one of my favourite franchises of all time now helps, as I cannot be more excited to fully return to the series next year. Speaking of Metroid, let's talk about launch streams, as, well, you know, I do a lot of those recently as well. So, definitively, the next one is going to be Metroid Prime 4. And it'll be the next one that we featured on this channel as well, as this will be the one I've been anxiously awaiting for since it was revealed in 2017. And now with the online network tests and actual official launch of Air Riders already gone and passed us by, it couldn't be a better time to enjoy the exclusive hype for Prime 4 now that that's the next big Nintendo game coming out. And I know I mentioned earlier about the spiteful gamers that have been kind of existing recently with every single game I've been excited for this year, and, you know, Prime 4's having no exception as of recent, thanks to the parasites of gamers that I like to call, parasite gamers that I like to call game journalists. I'm not naming any names, but you know who I'm talking about. In spite of that, I'm not going to let the general internet toxic pricks ruin this for me, as I've been hyped for this game. I've been anxiously awaiting it since 2017. It's finally coming. I've been looking forward to it. Prime is an awesome series. Prime 3 was a really good game. Fuck journalists, good day. But for other 2026 launch streams, though, I'll have to give a little bit of a flip of the coin determining which ones I'll be doing, which ones I won't, because sometimes I just like to sit down and enjoy a launch game without having to worry about streaming it. But we have two definitive ones that I'm going to be doing, which is February with Resident Evil Requiem, which, you know, me recently having gotten into the Resident Evil franchise, when 2 Remake came out, and then 3, and then 4, and especially with Village and 7 as well. It's one I'm going to be very hyped for, as it's seeing where the franchise goes on after the Ethan storyline of the past 2 games. And March has 007 First Light, which is the first Bond game since 2012. Yeah, 007 Legends is kind of a dumpster fire in terms of reception, in spite of the fact that Tomorrow Never Dies is a much worse game, as I stated in my 007 games tier list. But I have faith in this new game too, not just because it looks incredible, but also that because of the developers, who are the fantastic IO Interactive, who are behind one of my favorite franchises, that being Hitman. So it'll be good for me. And again, speaking of Hitman. Tune in on December 1st. Yep, next week on Monday. Hold on a minute, just gonna check one thing. Yep, December 1st. For the 25th year celebration stream for the Hitman franchise, as I play the entirety of Hitman Blood Money in one singular live stream. Blood Money is a very good game in my books. In fact, thanks to the YouTuber Aussie Gamer introducing me to it through his playthrough, it's just launched into my personal top 10 favorite games of all time, both in terms of gameplay and storyline, and general world as well. It's the perfect blend for me of comedy and seriousness, both melded into one. But it's also, in a way, kind of a puzzle game as well, if you think about it, because you're trying to figure out the best method of assassinating your target without being spotted. Of course, you can just literally run in there whole hog and just start open firing, but that's going to end pretty bad for you if you do that. So it's kind of, in the way, kind of like a puzzle assassination game, and that's what I love about it. And especially since I've played the game way too much, which I found out how many times I get spotted, because I'm awful at it, but also we'll find out how much of a good time we will have with this game. But I won't ramble too long. 2025 was definitely interesting. Obviously some good, some terrible, some atrocious. I'm just hoping 2026 has a little bit more positivity to it, instead of, constant overreactions like this one has. And, even in the real world as well, 2025 has been a bit of a kick in the head. I'm just hoping it gets better. Things can only move forward, things can only improve, things can only look up, basically. That's all we can really do, is look forward, enjoy our lives, and just have a little bit more smiles. Enjoy the moment, and focus on if the positives outweigh the negatives, rather than just accentuate one or two negatives. But, if I could be perfectly honest, with how I've seen fuckers act this year, I do not have much faith. But regardless of the doom and gloom, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for sticking with the channel and popping by. Even if you pop by once and never sub, I appreciate it heavily. I'm wanting to get my channel to grow, and that's why I keep doing these live Let's Plays, because they are doing me really well for my channel. And I await for the surprises and the fun of 2026. And in general, see you next stream, lovelies. Take care.